Hello. Here's your loader arm, Alexander. Hello. Paul, Stu, Alex, Ernie, whoa. Hodge, Alexander, Barn Lodge, Yusu, Farming Boy, Paddy, hello, how are we all doing today? Hope we're all doing well. It's an arm noise, so I was right. I mean, yeah. I've been pretty good. Doesn't matter Harvester base game. Base game! Let's try T560i. Hey, Irish. You find it on a loader arm. It's an auger pipe. So there's something that you haven't seen yet that I need to show you. You've been idle the last few days. Ooh, that's not good. Because I loaded up the save, and as I tend to do when I load up the save, I tabbed around seeing what needs to be done. Courseplay did a thing. Is Oakfield released yet? Not that I'm aware of. It failed testing again recently. Yeah, Courseplay did a thing. I'm not entirely sure why it did that, but it did. We're in field, what, 2? Plow. No, this isn't the... Yes, this... I guess next closest. And hope that it doesn't do something incredibly stupid. Let's just see how badly that does. In the meantime, I need to check out Field 9, I believe, is the field I want to check out here. Let's Courseplay drunk again? When is Courseplay not drunk? Okay, so I've got that sorted. Is Field 1 sorted? No, Field 1 still needs to be ploughed. Hey, Kwans. But I think... I want to replace this. I'm not gone on how this sounds. So we're going to be replacing the Guldener today. As the small and largely pointless tractor. Alexander knows what's up. Babidoids is coming out, the small boy. Because I've not had a chance to look at it yet. Landy had a look at it last night and I know what configuration I'm using because he showed me a picture of it. Hello, Kyle. Did Meadowgrow fail? Probably. 4 Series Deutz came out yesterday, yes. I'm tempted to get rid of the Clearview Deutz as well, but the Series 4 can't actually get a front loader on it, which is a minor issue. I kind of need a front loader to do front loader work. Random videos, hello. So I'm gonna get the Series 4 because it's adorable. I mean, it is adorable. It is the most adorable little tractor that I have ever seen. You need more Valtras? I just need more adorable little tractors. We've seen the Trelleborg. Ah, Paul's had an idea. This Ford has a loader, you just have to mess with the option. Oh, does it? We're going to very slowly drive this back to the shop because I want as much money as possible out of it. Also, I need to waste some time because I'm kind of screwed in terms of what I've managed to get done on this farm so far. Oh yeah, Landy update for you guys. Obviously he didn't stream yesterday. Yes, this is slow. Landy update for you guys. He didn't stream yesterday. He's going to try to stream today. He's got a very sore throat. He's gonna try and stream today, but he has told me basically that he might not be able to stream at all this week without being in quite bad pain. So there's a chance of him streaming, but there's a good chance of him not streaming. Also, where did I gain all of those subs from overnight? I've just realized. Did somebody give me a shout out yesterday or something? We finished yesterday's stream at 9501. Where did the 16 others come from? Watching me doing homework? Very nice. Is there lag going on? Hang on. That's on YouTube's end. If there's lag happening, it's YouTube's end is screwing up. So I do apologize if judging by the concurrent viewers going down, I would presume yes. Are you guys getting lag issues? If you are, let me know. Because I could... Frozen buffered. Yeah, that was on my end too. Okay. I'll be back in a second. I need to reset. I need to change the upload server, so bear with me 2 seconds. Are we back? We are back? It's not saying we're back on my end. This is mildly concerning. Yes, I am. It's shouting at me on my end that I need to start my streaming software, but I'm gonna run under the assumption that we are back. In fact, if we're back, say bananas in chat, please. So that I know that... I know that it's not just bananas. Okay, so it's just a weird thing on YouTube's end. Thank you, guys. So now I've got no preview of the stream, which is great.
Hello, Dave. Dave.
I can't read that name on that output. Come here, you. Charlie Duplessis? I think. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Rainbow Dave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. This is the baby I want. Landy lied to me! Oh my god, this is a front loader attacher. Can I get the... Where's the horrific green that the Deutz near me had? I guess this is it. Oh yeah, that is the green. Oh boy. We'll set up... Oh no, I want Trailborgs. Yes! It detached the front loader attacher. Can I not have a front loader attacher and the Giganto wheels? Oh. Let's go with the hydraulic connection old. Yes. Nice. Are these tires clipping through the fenders? No, actually, they're not. Ooh, I need to bring this back to the yard as well. Come on, Fat Bessie. Fat Bessie the Baby Deutz. Hey, CD. Hang on, this has hydraulics that need hooking up, doesn't it? Okay. In theory... No, that's not fixed the problem at all. Oh, I know why it's not. Ah, yeah, I'll have to rebind stuff. I have error attach? I have manual attach on. I don't have any errors. For manual attach. Hey, Welsh. I'm keying. We have Baby Deutz with Big Deutz tires. I'm sorry to say this, guys, but this is what peak performance looks like in a tractor now. This is the epitome of peak tractor performance. It's claiming that it has 93 horsepower. In actuality, it has 930 because the tractor The wheels are providing so much grip that it's multiplying the horsepower of the tractor. True fact. Also, this is slightly faster than the other tractor, so we're doing. I'm also going to get rid of old Babydoits. We have no need for old Babydoits. We have new Babydoits. New Babydoits is clearly superior to old Babydoits. You're surprised that Landy said the same thing last night, Farouk. These tires are actually just stupid. But I love them, and they are my babies. And these are the tractors this tractor will always... These are the tractors this tractor... Yes, these are the tractors this tire will always have. How long till it's on the roof? With these tires, I don't think it's actually possible to flip it. I don't think it's possible to tip these tires over. Challenge accepted. I'm not going to go out of my way to do it, though. Plus, this thing doesn't really get up to much of a top speed, so that's kind of a secondary factor in the trying to flip Babydoit stakes. A center of... Okay, yeah, I did make an orbital Valtra before, but that's beside the point. The fact that I managed to get a Valtra to go orbital is beside the point here, guys. I won't try, I just will. I very rarely try to flip things. Excuse me. There we go. Hit the roundabout again. Right, the big problem that I've got at the moment is number one, that I keep hitting the wool out of place, so let's just try and get this nudged back into some sort of position where I can fill up the wool. Hopefully that'll count it. Number two, pretty much all the work that needs to be done on this farm at the moment is ploughing. But first I want to attach the front loader to this thing. You keep installing 19 mods but you can't play it. That sounds a bit silly. It's... Okay, I need to make an edit to the tractor real quick. I need to put the stall front loader console on. Doesn't get... no, Charlie, I don't need to get more John Deeres. I got a John Deere harvester. I don't like having too many of one brand on a map. That's kind of an unwritten rule that I have, is that I try and keep maps with variety. Because like, if I've got nothing but John Deeres, then people who don't like John Deeres will be really angry that I've got nothing but John Deeres. If I've got nothing but Massey's, people will be really angry because there's Massey's everywhere. If I've got a bit of everything, sure, people will be angry because I don't have, you know, nothing but their favorite brand, but oh, that needs resetting. If I got a bit of everything, people will be angry that I don't have the, you know, everything belonging to their favorite brand, sure, but it's not gonna be a case of everybody's angry because Why is it being weird? Yes. Because I need to reset just the... Yes, just you. And oh, for the love of... Troll much? Game just decided to straight up troll me after I reset this. Also, I no longer have front right. You are. What combine do I have? A John Deere. This doesn't seem to want to attach anything. Manual to... Oh crap, that's the problem. Well, let's get the Stoll Super 1. Actually, let's not, because that caused issues for me before. Let's rebuy the FC30. We'll get it in black. And you. Not you. You. Reset you. Yeah, the entire problem is that I've got manual attach on, isn't it? And you use on the map, it failed again recently, so there is nothing... Yeah. That's what the entire problem was. Do I need to attach the hoses? No? That's it. That's it, just on now. I mean, it looks like there are hoses that need to be attached. Oh, no, they don't. Oh, okay. Crop rotation will come with seasons. Yeah, from what I've been hearing, they are working on a crop rotation for seasons. Here we go. Hoses are on the right unloaders. It still doesn't look like there are hoses that need to be attached, so I'm gonna call it good. Hey Steve, that's pretty good, not bad. Right, that's sorted. We're gonna just abandon that for now. I'm gonna grab, this is gonna be silly. I'm gonna grab the case. And I guess this thing. It requires 500 horsepower though. Use this one. Because I do need to get field 1 ready. And the easiest way to do that is to combi plow. Or one of the ways to do that is with a subsoil. Have we got just jet wash on here? No. Just ignore the tractors when they do random acrobatics. Hey JJ, what's up? Not a whole lot. Just doing some minor tractor acrobatics. Like, oh, for the... Could somebody remind me after the stream so that I actually remember to get CD's wrapper? Do I have traffic turned off? Oh yeah, I do, because I turned off last time. There you go. Who's in South Africa? Not me. I would imagine you. So, plan here. I mean, that would work too, Steve. Discord reminder. I mean, or somebody could just send it to me. That works too. Like, either or would help, because I just will keep forgetting forever unless you do that. Hey, Zombie King. Also, a couple of shoutouts that I need to do that happened off stream, actually just before the stream. Fahi has hit 19 months as a member as of today, and Nathan TMF, who is AFK and not even here, has hit 3 months as a member. So props to them for being a bit silly. Oh, this goes the other... Okay. Also manual attach, Dave. Manual attach. Hey, Nathan. This goes on this way, doesn't it? Yes, yes it does. And it doesn't have hydraulics. I've seen Nathan team up for ages. He is he's AFK. I think last I remember he's moving, and he said he'd be away for a little while. You like these type of plows? Yeah, it's a chisel plow slash subsoiler. How's it going? It's going good, Nathan. It's going good. People have been asking for an update on Meadowgrove, so feel free to tell people that it failed again. Oakfield is actually being tested, William. Oakfield is actually being tested. It's just being failed repeatedly on some silly stuff, some really stupid stuff, frankly. But it is actually being tested. You've still 12 days to month 3, like. So you see, let me try and find it. This F here on the map for the forest. Yeah, that's not allowed. The E for the egg cell point, not allowed. That's the latest set of fails. I'm not making that up. I'm literally not making that up. Nathan, just follow the advice I gave you, and you said you were going to go to the mod hub. Just keep being stubborn. They've not said that for Meadowgrove. That's the dumb thing, is the inconsistency. I was complaining about it yesterday. I must use a different word, which would be fitting, but still. Trying hard and making a map, it's really daunting. Farouk, as somebody who's tried and failed to make a map in the past, don't let the sheer terror of the blank map get to you. focus the camera in GE down on what you want to work on, because that way it looks like you're getting a lot more done than you actually are, and it works as a really nice, I guess, carrot on a stick. Where like you're visibly getting more. It's yeah, that works. I can go over this with it. I'll get the plow out on that later. Hey, Roscoe. This is field 1. I'm gonna generate a course because I'm get the feeling that the New Holland is about to finish up over there. So let's generate a course, play course for field work. Field 1. 3.5. Current. 5 headlands. After the fact. Circle bypass. Generate. Oh no, the headlands need to be after the fact. No! Oh no, that course. Field 1. There we go. And we'll set this up as some soiler. Save that into the Field 1 folder. Start at the first waypoint, please, and off you go. So that's going to plow and cultivate at once. This field needs fertilizer, but not lime, which I guess is doable. Daddy Brother Quacky Toaster, that's an amazing name. Did it fail like yesterday? Oakfield? I believe so. That's the problem when they changes the numbers. When numbers change the map. Let's do something here real quick. Let's see if we can buy another field. 383, 432, 880, 521, 113, 151, 175, 126, 124, 62, 1.1 million. Can I at least buy like 63, 174, 69, 90, 30, 120? I could buy field 4. But that would be largely pointless. Could buy field 20, but again that'd be largely pointless. Yeah. We're in a position right now where we can't really afford another field unless there's a lot of crop and storage. Which there is not. I mean, I guess the smart thing to do will actually be to grab the Deutz and just sell off what's in storage. Does put. I wonder that myself, Shy. There's a few things that, like, there are potential exceptions to the way Giants want things done, and I think the issue really isn't Giants themselves; it's the new testers who don't have the history with various maps and mappers. This Deutz is plain sexy. This is a beautiful little tractor. Where did I put the trailer that I'm looking for, by the way? Where did I put... there it is. Green tractor, green trailer. How am I today? I'm doing good. I had to deal with a small bit of an issue, with the YouTube server, but that was a small issue. Show cab. Here, cab. Look at cab. It cab. Yeah, it's a really nice little tractor. Not, you know, the greatest in the world ever, but definitely very good. Canola is selling for 11.13 at Empire Stores, which, if memory serves, is, yeah, way off in the distance. Can I spin this around here? No, that's not gonna have a good enough turning circle. So the shop was a bit tight. Yeah, the new testers seem to have slightly different standards. I think perhaps getting in contact with the Modern Puma is really good. Yeah, I'm hoping Agropolis Modding come back for 19 and do some like new album packs or something. Am I sure that's the right place to sell Empire Stores for canola? Yes. Yeah. I've had to double check now twice, Martin. You've made me doubt it. The John Ferguson. Do you know what? This does remind me, now that I look at it, of a 698 or even a 11090 that's just got that kind of generic 90s tractor design. Is there a min-max mod for FS90? What do you mean a min-max mod? It's back into testing, Henry. Every time it okay, here's the general rule. If an Oxy map fails, it's back in testing that day. There is no faffery involved with Oxy. It is literally fail, fix, go back. He doesn't faff about, because otherwise he'd forget. He said that to me before. If he didn't fix things when he found out about them, he'd forget about them and never fix them. Hey, yes, farming. Small Boy is seemingly having a couple of issues with Small Hill. Perhaps Small Boy is a bit too small. Hello, Hayden. Perhaps Small Boy is a tad too small. The brakes on the trailer. They shouldn't be. I've got the hydraulics attached. I think it's literally just that this trailer is a bit too heavy for the tractor. Oh, no, that doesn't exist for FS19, but I really think that the price thing here is really good. Because you can, on PC at least, choose the best sell point. It's only 93 horsepower. No, it's 930 because the wheels multiply it, Chad. How's my game so realistic on your game? I've got the, what's called the mass adjustment mod in? Or the weight mass adjustment mod? Trailer mass adjustment? Something to do with adjustment, mass, weight. One of the... A combination of two of those words is there. I haven't checked my PMs on Discord yet. Is it on the bottom? Yes. And what it does is it just straight up doubles everything. So yeah, going up hills like this suddenly becomes an actual struggle for small tractors. It'll make it over this hill. It'll be slow, but it'll make it over the hill. Fill type goods mass adjustment realistic weights. The tires aren't making enough grip. I'm fairly sure that the tractor isn't actually pulling the trailer, it's actually moving the earth. Let me see if it'll pop on my thingy. No, it's not showing up on my phone. Just copy and paste the name from the model. Wait, it was all of the words that I said? Seriously? When will I spread some fur? Probably once I get up to the top of the hill and back. Like, I thought it'd be one or two, maybe three of the words that I said, not all of them. Come on, little doits. Your clutch is by now just a smouldering piece of wreckage about 300 meters down the road. But you are trying your best. Let's get the no clutch light on. I've had noodles today. I have not. I had a smaller than usual breakfast today. I had just a rib burger. For one simple reason. Dinner today is burgers. And I want to be hungry. Dropping like a bird? Do you mean dropping like a stone? This is nerve-wracking. I'm with you, Chad. I don't care how slow this is. It's freaking adorable. It is so wonderfully tiny that this is my new favorite tractor in the game. It's right up there with the Armatrack. You guys know that I've just got a thing for small old tractors that are mostly useless, but look really nice. Imagine we had drive control. I mean, the mod stuff that I've got actually makes it a bit more hardcore than drive control. I think you mean gearbox mod though for the clutch burnout. Yeah, the clutch would be well gone. All that just to sell some canola. All that just for 50. Okay, that was worth it. 15 grand is worth it. The Armatrack is still missing windows. Oh, for the love of God. Wonder how a Nimog. You mean a Unimog? A Unimog would have done well with this. Unimogs are just little power beasts. Unimogs care not for physics. I'm enjoying the fact that you can see the two fields over there. Can't quite see the tractors going around them, but you can see the two fields that are being worked on over there. Off in the distance, and you can even see how far the case is into ploughing. All you want is a good Scania T. And by the way, another mod that I downloaded yesterday, yeah, it was yesterday, was... I'm not going to use it today, but I'm going to give it a bit of a show and tell here. This thing, the Benelux Optiliner, which just looks really nice. And can come in redonkulously pink. I think this would be nice and white. That looks nice and white. And what does design color do? I'm guessing this is the top. Yeah, this would be best in like jet black. I'm really a fan of this. I've painted it beige. I've just realized. Yeah, that is a nice looking truck. Also, I kind of ran into the edge of the map. It's a nice trailer mod. It's the trailer that I've been looking for a while. That is the HUD shader mod. That's changed the top right HUD. You'll be able to keep that thing clean. But it looks nice. Hello, American Farmers Gaming, by the way. It looks nice, and that's the main thing. And that's a trailer that I'm looking forward to using. Still sticking to Mod Hub? Yeah. Mod Hub has, in my eyes, the best mods. Might not have the best range, and that's kind of a separate issue, but I'll take quality over quantity any day of the week. I'll take one good mod over 10 bad ones. Every day of the week, because good mods don't cause problems. I saw you put stuff in, I didn't look at them yet, Aiden. Hey, DMF. Am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm enjoying using the Babby Doits, as I've dubbed it. Oh no, a small hill. Babby Doits is one weakness. You deleted Discord, you got that, fair enough. Well, I don't mind using modders' Facebook pages, especially not, you know, modders that I know are gonna have quality mods. Because, like, number one, I know the link is legit. And number two, I know the mod is good. It's really, my issue isn't with mods being bad from site X or site Y or site QXP357.2. It's with the sites that... I shouted at you about that last night, Hayden. I complained about you using a 737 last night. But the reason that I'm using primarily the mod hub isn't mod quality. That's kind of a happy coincidence that using the mod hub does help. But it's actually down to, I don't know with most sites if that's the site that the modder wanted the mod on. With Facebook, especially CD's Facebook, aka 40's Facebook, you know, that's the site that he wanted the mod on because it's his. Yeah, it's his Facebook page. Same with any other modder's Facebook page. Where do I get the rights? It's on the mod hub. On that note, on the note of Dave, why are you downloading almost every mod from the mod hub? It's on the mod hub. Although I'm only picking up mods that I think I'll use. Or that I think look cool. Like, there was a period in FS13 where I'd download every mod regardless of how good or bad it looked just because I wanted another mod. And now I'm getting to the point where I want this mod because I can see a specific use for this specific mod. Or this is a mod that allows me to have a bit more variety in whatever category I'm looking at. Because even at 17, like, you saw that I just had these ridiculous amount of mods that I never used. Some of which I despised, but I just left in game because it was easier than going through my mod folder and trying to find the mods that I didn't like. I'm not going to get this perfectly plowed, by the way. I'm just going to get the biggest bits. So fear not, this isn't going to be me plowing for the next hour. This is just going to be me sorting out the big chunks here. And then I'll probably crack out a cultivator and get started on that. Because this field does need cultivating still. And once it's cultivated, then I'll feel happy to get working on fertilizing and whatnot. Why don't I just plow the grass in? Again, I don't see the point in doing that. It just it will end up creating a mess, and then I have to come in with a chainsaw to get rid of the trees. And, you know, it's more trouble than it's worth. Does plowing make a difference if it's 19? Yes, it does. Especially if you got, like, not this... If you got periodic plowing required, yes. Because if you don't plow and the field needs plowing and you got periodic plowing required turned on, you get, I think it's 10% less yield from your field if you never plow. So you're losing out on crops and therefore money if you have periodic plowing turned on and you just never plowed the field. If you got periodic plowing off and you never plow the field, it doesn't make a difference whatsoever. It's a realism option that is toggleable. I like having it on. As an option, just it's more jobs to do. Particularly if you're playing with seasons or used to playing with seasons, you're just kind of used to having a period where you're plowing the fields. And yeah, you kind of acclimatize to having to plow, so you don't even really think about it. I'm presuming you last played in 15 then, because now you've got fertilize. Well, you can optionally fertilize fields multiple times for additional yield, and lime and stuff like that. Giants have introduced basically what I'd consider. FS13 players will know what I'm talking about here. Or, no, 15 players. Soil Mod Light, where you have to worry about soil conditions, but not too much. And the game will flag up to you what you need to do on fields usually. You know, needs lime, needs ploughing. You gotta worry about weeds. It's a realism improvement that I think a lot of people have been calling for. Also, I realized, by the way, that I've not set the courseplay on the subcellular anywhere near wide enough. I probably should have set that to just 3 meters and had it go off there, but oh well. I'll know for next time. We're almost finished with the planning. Should be only 1 and a bit more passes. Oxy's plow textures are very nice. You can get these on FSUK, Chad. All the textures Oxy uses are on FSUK. I think he's modified them slightly, but they are available. They're just good textures. Of course, the fact that there is multi-terrain angle in this map does help. Multi-terrain angle always makes maps. It makes every texture look better. Giants won't implement it because it doesn't match up perfectly, which is fine. You're on console? Oh, that sucks. That is the biggest downside of console. I'm gonna be honest, the biggest downside of console is there's not much customization allowed. Like, you can't edit the textures in a map, you can't edit maps particularly much. You can use the placeable system, but that's... We've all had our say about the placeable system. It's not perfect. But you can't install different textures, you can't tweak a mod, you can't have scripts. You know, that's a lot of customization that you just can't have on console. And that kind of sucks. It's all, you know, there's reasons behind it all, but it does suck. Get to hang out with the 2-year-old and play at the same time? Hey, that's a good plan. You can still do it on PC, I mean, Xbox controller, yo. Oh, the plan needs to be the other way around for me to fold it, okay. This plow is a bit picky about when it wants to fold or not. Your 5-year-old loves it? Yeah, it's one of those games that You can call this a criticism or you can call it praise. You know, whichever way you want to see this is fine. Literally anybody. Farming knowledge, no farming knowledge, young, old, you know, whatever. Anybody can play this and do well. Because, you know, sure, you've got to have a base level of knowledge of, you know, how to work a field, but you don't need to know everything. Anybody can play Farm Sim. No stress, do what you want when you want. Exactly. There's the cultivator. Let's grab that. Hey, Phil. The only stress in Farm Sim is usually caused by the community being weird. Does this have pipes I need to hook up? Doesn't look like it. Manual attach is making me think differently now. I'm liking it. Stress is caused by mods. Sometimes by mods not working, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, you know, when a mod stops working and then you start getting very stressed. Especially if it's a mod you're relying on to do something for you. By and large, you know, it's a low-stress game. You want to do some mowing? Well, grab a mower and off you go. You don't need to think about that. You want to do some cultivating? Another thing you don't really need to think about. Plowing? You kind of do, to an extent, but not really. Do I have a direct seeder? I probably do, but I actually want to fertilize before I seed, and I don't want to fertilize with the super bouncy plowing texture down. So I'm going to cultivate first, then bring in a fertilizer spinner after that. Is the plan. And what I need to do at some point as well is try and deal with all of the lime pallets I generated, which are going to be problematic. But for fertilizer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the the Baby Doits and bring that over with the front loader, just load up an eye for Williams. Do I think I'll spread the fert today? Probably not. In fact, I can. Hang on. Do I have... Hey, Doc. Do I have a direct drill seeder? I honestly can't remember which seeder I've got on this map. Oh, this is a direct drill. Oh. Are they both direct drill? So the one for corn is not. I'm not going to do corn right now. Because corn would require ploughing immediately afterwards anyway. Yeah, let's get Baby Doits over to the shop. Let's just abandon my initial plan. Because that's going to take forever. It's going to take a while to seed, in fact, but it's going to be a bit easier to grab some fert. Thought you'd change my mind. Hired workers. That's another thing Giants have flagged about this map, is the hired workers don't work very well, which is kind of the point. No mods today. Not that I can see, Jim Bob. I checked before the stream and there were no mods. Let's have a look real quick now. Refresh the mod hub. No mods. Doesn't mean there won't be yet, because Giants have got into this weird habit of releasing mods at stupid o'clock. But none as of yet. Almost every mod release for the last couple of weeks, myself and Landy have been kind of caught up by. So I'm gonna want Baby Doits. These big bags, yes. Is a holiday in Germany today? Not midweek. They wouldn't have one midweek. Baby Doits, and we'll take the bigger Eifer. So we'll grab this one. And oh, hang on, change of plans, because that is the big bag attacher for this one doesn't have. Yeah, this is the one that doesn't have the need to. Well, I'll just do the loop, screw it. Because one of these needs hoses hooked up, one of them doesn't. This is the one that doesn't need the hoses hooked up. Holiday day for Giants? In the middle of the week. Bit odd, but okay. Weird flex, Germany. So let's get this down to the shop, then I'll grab the telehandler, which is going to be loading this. Chocolate beer, brats, and holiday? What do you mean brats? Bratwurst? I love bratwurst. Martin has a good point. Mods are usually released Tuesdays, Thursdays, any other day as a bonus. Good point. Any news on when this map will be out? When it passes testing, Jack. Giants have been flagging weird problems with it lately, so it might be a little while yet. See you, Paul. Labor Day in Germany. Is it May 1st today? Oh, it might be the May Day bank holiday in Germany on a Wednesday. Because in Ireland, the May Day bank holiday isn't until Monday. Am I using keyboard? Nope. Using controller. In England, Monday. Yeah, it might be that they just have it on whatever day May Day actually is in Germany. That could be the key difference there. In which case, that's fine. It's just a bit strange. It's not something I'm going to complain about. Giants are allowed days off too, guys. I can fit. Probably should have stopped there, but I was already committed to the corner. So I'm gonna blame him. I'm gonna blame the AI for that. Hey, Sylvan. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Is this seeds or fertilizer I got here? I think this is fertilizer. That's seeds. That's green. Yeah, that's seeds. So big bags. We'll get 5 bags of fertilizer, I guess. We'll grab the telehandler. First of May is Labor Day in Germany. Ah, thank you, Carturix, for the information. Forgot how fast this thing goes. No, I want you to attach the big bag man, please. There we go. This map is big, it'll take a while to get to the shop. I mean, it's the same size as it was in 17. And this actually goes faster than Babydroids. This is 3 kilometers an hour faster than the little Doits. But I love the little Doits, so I don't care how fast it goes. It's adorable. I'm going to make uses for it. Something else I can do, if we get the fertilizing done on both fields, I guess, today, is I can actually grab the truck and swap on the grain body for it with the forklift. And we can set off some of the other crops as well. I did notice that soybeans have a hilariously high price set currently, so that'd be some nice free money. What else could we do? Closing out the map or something? No. This map? No. Marwell, yes. This map, no. This map, I'm trying to find things to do while plowing and cultivating and field work is going on. With courseplay. So it's just convenient to be able to sell stuff. I'll probably also need to muck out the cows. You did not like Marwell. Why didn't you like Marwell, Sam? I'm curious. These are the questions I'll ask. Is like when somebody says, oh, I didn't like this map. Why not? What did you not like about it? Was there a reason? Was it just it didn't sit well with you? Was it too big, too small, too green, too purple, too something? Too... nothing? Because I like maps, but I wouldn't play them. There are some maps that I really, really like, but they don't sit well with me. So I don't have them on the channel. Didn't have the same British feeling as this. Which is comical, because Marwell is based around a very similar area to this. Favorite map is the FS15 version of Sandy Bay. Not the FS17 version, which was essentially the same map, just with a different main yard. From what I understand. This is going to be a very angry trailer once it's fully loaded, I think. I can't see the trailer being particularly happy with me loading 20 tons of fertilizer onto it. You like having the nice little track to the main farm? That's fair enough. So that's the thing, is sometimes you'll like maps for what some people would consider silly reasons. Sometimes you'll hate them for what some people would consider silly reasons. Everybody's gonna have their own opinions on maps, and nobody's gonna agree ever on maps. Like, I think it's fair to agree that Oxy's one of the best map makers, if not the best map maker, in Farm Sim, particularly with the UK and Irish style maps. But what your favourite Oxy map is really down to your own personal preferences. Any UAL for my front loaders? I really don't, Farouk. I don't like using UAL. We need a Drummard or Balham Craig, not Shamrock Valley. Because that's my favourite Oxy map. Because the first one I had some vague form of input in. So I guess you know, I'm going to be a bit biased. Because some of the decisions he made there were based on advice I'd given him. I didn't tell him specifically, apart from one or two items, what to do. Gave him some vague advice when he started the map, and he went off of that. You never got it on console? Oh, that sucks, Jim Bob. He is going to try and get it on console in 19 at least. We need Air Ireland V2. Yeah, be patient with Air Ireland. You know, I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. It might come across as mean, but it is me trying to be nice. the guys making Air Ireland are new to mapping. They don't know some of the things they need to just yet. They're still learning. If you give them more time and a bit more patience, they will come out with something truly stunning. That I can guarantee, because there's a lot of talent there. It just needs the knowledge behind it to back it up. You can actually feel weight in these tiller bags. Yeah, these are really nice. Like, the physics in 19 just works really well with the big bag mod. And props to the guy that made it, whose name escapes me right now. But props to the maker of the big bag mod, because they do feel weighty. Wonder what he's working on after Oakfield. He's working on his next map at the moment. It is the contest map. The mod contest map. The one where Giants have basically given you the reference images and stuff. And best one of those wins. That's what he's working on now. In terms of next map that he's going to work on, this UK and Ireland. Who knows? You had the line bags pull your tractor over. Yeah, but the line bags are very heavy. That's the thing. Even in real life, they're very heavy. Not ready, you think? Might be. Might well be. He got the okay to convert Lone Oak too. He did. He did get the okay to convert Lone Oak, Thomas, but he's got a list of things that he wants to do. He said in chat here one day that the list is Oakfield, which obviously he's basically got done. He's just playing a bit of map tennis with Giants. He wants to do... Yep, not ready. Thank you, Upster. He wants to do Shamrock Valley again to get it onto console. By demand of me and Landy, because you console guys deserve a map that good. Sandy Bay is also on the list, and Lone Oak, as well as whatever projects he wants to take on specifically for 19. I need to remember after the stream to delete my input bindings XML. Because it's gone on a bit of a wonk with manual attach, because Wopster, I know, fixed the issue that I was having last time, but it hasn't been fixed in my game because I've not rebound the controls. So I'll just delete the input binding XML so that it regenerates the defaults. Wish you could redo Cobra. Cobra is gone. You don't need to, Hayden. I'll remember that because it's quite simple. Hey, Wopster, at least I remember to install the new version 5 minutes before the stream. I forgot that it wouldn't change controls though, because that needs an input binding XML deletion. Or an edit to it, so I'm just gonna delete it and let it, here we go. The boat build, let Oxy do Lone Oak, why not Cobra? Can't you reset in game? Oh, you might be able to. I don't know. The only way I ever knew how to do it was to delete the XML. It's almost easier than faffing about in the menu system. Going back to the question that I've not answered now 3 times. Why Lone Oak but not Cobra? Because... Oh, that's the plan. I thought there was some weird texture glitch going on in front of the camera there. Cobra Bullet Bill wasn't happy with. Cobra was a scaled down, edited version of the real life area. And Bullet Bill wasn't happy with that. The original plan for Cobra 19, he told me this, was a complete from scratch new map. That was before he kind of lost faith with 19, I think is the best way of putting it, and decided not to make new mods for 19, and potentially to just retire from public modding altogether, which that's his prerogative. Does it suck any less that we're not getting Cold War 19? No, it sucks big time, because Cold War was one of my favorite maps, if not my favorite map, because there was an emotional connection to it. It just kind of was my home map in Farm Sim. Am I glad that he doesn't want the same Cold Brew coming out again, the one that he wasn't happy with? Yes. I'm completely behind him in the fact that, you know, he wasn't happy with the map as it was, and his plan was to redo it from scratch. So what's the point in converting the one he wasn't happy with? But I think, you know, it is a shame, and that's about it. Washed Out Sun is a terrible look. I agree to an extent, Thomas, but with some lighting tweaks like what Oxy's done here, you can get the game looking stunning again. The sky, yeah, is a bit too white. Granted, it's super cloudy in-game right now, so the sky is going to naturally look white. But I feel like, yeah, there could be a bit more of a darker blue to the sky itself. And that would actually make the game look a lot darker as well. If, because it's a very much a wintry dawn sky they've got. Or a very wintry sky, and it kind of makes the game look very bright and washed out as a result. If it was probably a full shade darker, a full step darker on the blue, it wouldn't actually make the game look as washed out. This is gonna sound weird. If Giants went for more comic book style colors, much more vibrant colors, the game wouldn't look as washed out. It wouldn't be realistic, it wouldn't be true to life, but it would stop the complaints about the game looking washed out. Seasons, you've done some proper lighting, very nice. I would expect nothing less, to be honest. I would expect nothing less than a near complete game rebuild from Seasons at this point. After the way that it went in 17, and frankly, after seeing Rakin making all the decisions he did in 17, I would expect nothing less than than what is being promised. Because Rakin, he doesn't do things by half, does he? It's really all or nothing with him. I'm sure somebody will take that as me taking a swipe at him, but no, that's me saying if he doesn't like what's happening, he ain't gonna do it. Small Boy has Giganto tires. That's just one set of tires on Small Boy. Come on, into the shed you go. Come on, in. Up and over the tractor. There we go. Okay, I need to pull this out of the shed to put everything else on. Yo, that might say, yeah. That's why Seasons is the way that it is. I thought a lot of people think it's just that you guys all have this insane amount of skill or knowledge of coding, and you do. But I would say a good half of the reason Seasons is the way that it is and as good as it is because you're all... Nobody within Realismus is happy with good enough. Nobody. Rackin needs everything to be perfect. Wopster, we all know what Wopster's like. Yeah, I know I'm talking to you, Wop, but still. We all know what you're like, that... You know, you are the scripting king of making random stuff actually work. Whenever I see a Wopster mod, I know that it's going to be good. Yeah, there's only maybe 2 people I can think of that are as good as anybody in Realismus, but aren't in Realismus. And one of them's Zentro. Will seasons come on Xbox? I would presume so. I'm not going to say yes, but I would presume yes. Having a little gander at some of the game code stuff in the files. There are some hints, because there's some stuff that's suspiciously not being used by the base game. It's all based. Yeah, I'm well aware. I was in the original Slack, so I know the amount of work that goes into seasons. You absolutely come on. Oh, screw you anyway. Yes, it will come to console. Yeah, I didn't want to say 100%, but I've seen some of the hidden stuff in the game up, so I'll put it this way. About, I would say maybe 2/3 of the stuff that is going to be necessary for seasons is already in game. 2/3 of the stuff that would need to be in the base game coding. Also, I've never noticed the orange round thing on the bottom before. Of the bags. I'm probably wrong with the estimate, but a good proportion of what would be necessary for seasons is already in the game. Oh, no, not you. You. If ever you're interested about stuff Giants might have planned, or do have planned, you can always look in the game files if you're on PC. And look for stuff that looks suspiciously out of place. Why don't I use the Coon Spreader? Reasons of because. Do some modders get compensated from Giants for their labors? There is a reward system on the mod hub. It's... I know that, Irish. But that was that. I'm gonna be honest. That wasn't really news. That wasn't really new information. When a member of a modding team works for Giants, the odds are that mod is going to console. When the higher ups in Giants, and I happen to know this, are openly very impressed by a mod, it's probably gonna go to console. Because seasons changed the game. And a third, maybe some earlier quests that they put into the base game. But yeah, that's exactly it, Wop. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that is needed for seasons. But having inside connections does help. It's been known since it came out in 17 that it would be in 19 one way or the other in console. I'll be very blunt. Since it came to console in 17, it was just known that if it came out again in 19, it'd be on console. The only question for 19 was whether it be a mod or in the base game, and Giants didn't have the time to put it into the base game. that was really the only question that was left with Seasons. And, you know, I might tell Silver and just have it, like, be the big plastered up thing tomorrow on Silver News, like, Seasons is coming to console, which everybody knew already. I'm almost surprised they didn't report on that April Fool's joke you did. It won't be the same. I think the way that I see the base game stuff is like the modded version of that same thing but light. So Seasons Light, or Season where it would have Seasons of the base game would have maybe the weather changes, the lighting changes, and snow. And then Seasons mod could still be a thing to implement the more detailed changes that Seasons does make. But if it were to go into the base game, I would fully expect it to just be maybe the lighting system, the Seasons system itself, and the snow. I never expect mods to be fully implemented into the game. The only one that has been Alt Tip, but Alt Tip was always, when it was a mod, very simple. So it's not all that surprising that it just got fully implemented. Like, I would argue that is Oakfield out now? No, Sam. It's been going through some arguments between Oxy and Giants. This is true, Wobster. But in terms of like a season system, I think Giants would just implement the snow, maybe the season labels, and maybe the foliage changes. To compete with, shall we say, other games in the genre. Without naming names. Like, it would be a definite improvement to the base game if it did have a system of seasons. Maybe even, not just the visual aspect, but that you can only do certain, like, you can only harvest in the autumn time or something. But have that as maybe as an option, because there's a lot the Giants could do with just even the visual and very basics of Seasons, like a Seasons Light. I'd never expect them to implement everything Seasons has, because that wouldn't fit with the Simcade ethos of Farm Sim. It would be too simulation. It would err way too far on the side of simulation. But just the visuals and some light alterations to mechanics would fit in with Simcade very nicely. I'm almost shocked that nobody's decided to start shouting at me that I said Farm Sim is Simcade and not a full simulation or not fully arcade. No GPS. I don't see the need of GPS for this, RN. Plus it annoys Wobster when I don't use it, so Added bonus. Yeah, I think Farm Sim's in the happy spot where, like, the people, you can play it in whatever style you want. If you want full arcade, you can play it full arcade. If you want full sim, you can play it full sim by turning on every realism option and installing seasons and installing the realistic mass mod that I've got in that just makes makes everything feel a bit more weighty. And sure, it's very difficult to play full sim on console, but at the same time, it is possible. Whereas it's very difficult to mod a full-on sim to be a bit more arcadey. It's very difficult to work it the other way around. Having the base be very arcadey as an option allows for modding into full sim. The same is true of Kerbal Space Program. I'm gonna use a different game as an example here. Kerbal Space Program is very much in the same vein as Farm Sim. It's very sim-cadey. You don't have full realism. Can you get mods for KSP that turn on full realism? Oh, hell yeah. Are they easy to implement? Yeah, some of them are, some of them not. Could you mod Kerbal Space Program the opposite way around if it was a full simulator into being arcadey? Probably not, because it would break some of the physics. It's always much easier to turn an arcade game into a simulator than it is a simulator into an arcade game. And the arcade games will always have a bit more of a general appeal. Which is, I think, one of the big issues that Cattle and Crops is going to face is it is going to be a full-on sim, and there is going to be a very limited market for that full-on sim. Irish, I think I can answer that myself, because when they announced the grazing, they said it'd be very similar. I don't know if they said it, but somebody said it'd be very similar to how the grazing mod worked, but it wouldn't need to be implemented into maps. So I'd presume that it just checks the area to see if there's grass about, and it'll use that. Hasn't rained in weeks on your maps. Yeah. This is the bit that people forget when they complain that Farm Sim isn't a full-on simulator, is if it was, then it'd rain every second day and you'd get nothing done. If it was, then you'd be playing a game for weeks and not even get to the first harvest. If it was, then you'd need to worry about getting the cows inoculated and a million different things that would just cost money, and you'd never really be able to make a profit on any given map. Or it doesn't rain, your crops die. How'd you put the sounds from one tractor into another? You grab the... it's a bit complicated, but on a basic level, you grab the sounds from one tractor, you drag and drop into another, and then you double check that the sound references are correct in the tractor you want to have the sounds. Which isn't the full story, but it is the very basics of how to do it. Sam, it's a bit of trial and error when you're learning, but it is one of the easier edits you can do to a tractor. Or to a vehicle. Have you seen a Fendt Tri-6? Yes, that's the one that just has the insane amount of wheels. Aiden, is it not? And 2,000 horse. I didn't know the horsepower rating of it. All I can remember is it's the one that has stupid amounts of wheels. You didn't have that mod in 17. Yeah, it's just going to check for grass in like an animal area. And if there is grass, it'll quote-unquote mow it to to a certain extent, depending on how many animals you have in that area. That's simplifying a lot, but that's the basics of it. It's another thing that I really kind of wish Giants would put into the base game. Is that, you know, up to a certain amount, the cows will just eat the grass that's in the field. And that'll, like, magically, that'll get quote-unquote mowed and fill the feeding trough by itself. But that's not something that's in the base game. That's something that the grazing mod did, and something that I'm presuming Season's going to work very similarly to that. Because if memory serves, the grazing mod was made by Realismus as well. That said, I've got the memory of a goldfish with amnesia, so I could very easily be wrong. Right, that is that Dunzo. Hey, I was correct for once. Yeah, if it was made by Realismus, that's how it's going to work in Seasons. Probably a few tweaks needed to deal with the new game code and the way things work now, but it's probably not going to change all that much. You can sit over here, like this. And for my next trick, I'm gonna need the truck. Ooh, how's this gonna work with manual attach? Now I'm curious. Console on the new Honda 8340 balance pixelated. That's an old model. That's not all that surprising. I don't want to say Giants got a bit lazy, but Giants can get a bit lazy with some of the models they use. Yeah, the cows do need a bit of mucking out, but that's not going to be a big issue. Right, can I just attach this like that? Yes. Okay, so I got to reverse onto that perfectly. That's gonna be very interesting. Didn't even put the right rims on it. Corners get cut all the time in gaming. Not everything's gonna be perfect all the time. Are people still having problems unloading milk from the tanker on the back of the lizard truck? I have no idea. Tried to work with a Marwell no look. Ooh. I have no idea if that works or not. To be very honest. Right, let's sell some crops, make some money. Be honest, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm kind of impressed that I actually managed to not screw that up first time. Soybeans want to be sold at Hilltop Stores. Which the easiest way to get there is to turn around here and go up via the cow field. That's a weird way of attaching. It is, isn't it? It's unique. I like it. Normally I'll complain if something is bizarre and doesn't make much sense, but I kind of like the unique way of attaching this. I don't know why it doesn't happen with the tanker attachment, but it doesn't. My favorite thing to do in 19, same as in 17, mow. Mowing in Farm Sim is just such a rewarding thing to do in my eyes. Is Field 9 already growing back? Yes, it is. Interesting. I like Bizarre. That's my point. It's strange, but I like it. If it was strange but made no sense, I'd complain. It's strange but makes sense. I'm fine with this. Need to improve the cut grass. Looks like Play-Doh. A few of the textures could probably do with a rework, I think, Sam. You're never gonna get everything perfectly right. Oh. I do enjoy how ridiculous the OP soybeans are. Because that was 15 grand from 8,000 litres. The grass is blotchy. It was a bit blotchy in that field because I've mowed it badly. That's not something to blame Giants for. My mowing is terrible. The fact that those red dots aren't perfectly centered is really annoying. The red dots on the wheels are just... Are they supposed to be centered? Oh no, it's part of the logo! That's really irritating. You can't unsee that now, that the red dots on the wheels aren't perfectly centered, and as a result they go around in a weird little way. Or at least I can't. Because usually when there's a coloured dot on wheel, it is perfectly centered. Be the oil drain plug. Ah, would it? See, I don't know these things. This is what you guys are here for. You guys are here to educate me. I'm fine with educating you about like different ways the game works and different things that are upcoming or whatever, but when it comes to the actual mechanics of this stuff, I have no idea. That would make sense to an extent. You still don't know about editing software? Well, welcome to the world of getting started with YouTube, Hodge. Because I can personally promise you, everybody who started with YouTube has no idea about rendering software, or editing software. I think rendering is slow because of your PC, not software. What software are you using currently? Because different software does render differently. DaVinci, I have no idea what method that uses. It might be that it's not using CUDA cores on your graphics card, and as a result it's super slow. Sony Vegas, the Vegas product line have that issue where they don't use CUDA cores at all. The Adobe product line does. I don't know about DaVinci. But it is down to how they use your computer. And it could be a combination of both. It could be a combination of it is using the CUDA cores, but your card just doesn't have many, so it's not really speeding it up all that much. Because the 4x4 the reduction gears in the hub needs full gear oil, needs change every so on. Ah! Thank you, 1174. You can cancel it at any point, yeah, Hodge. Message me after the stream. I'll give you some information. Right, next up, let's get rid of the sunflowers. Sunflowers are sold at Hilltop stores as well. Oh my god. Is this going to be me spamming things to Hilltop stores? I get the feeling this is going to result in me just spamming sales at Hilltop stores for a while. Because I'd like another field, and as a result I want to get crops sold. Also, this song is annoying. Next! You got a retrial? Message me after the stream, Hodge. I will give you informations. Hey MJ, how you doing today, dude? Sweet pink truck. This thing looks really good in pink with a white stripe, I'm gonna be honest. It just works. It's a colour scheme that is ridiculous, but it works. I'm doing good, MJ. Having a good day. Having an enjoyable time on the YouTubes. I always hate how the emptying animation doesn't really work on most trailers. The what's it called? The particle system doesn't work correctly. It's a limitation of the game engine, I know, but it always irritates me. So how much do I need to get a decent sized field? Like field 8 is 124, 126, way too much. 62 for field 11. I need to find out what's in field 11. If that's a crop field, then yes. If it's a grass field, I've got enough at the moment. I guess I could convert it from grass to crop, though, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. Next crop up is going to be canola. Oh, for goodness sake, also Hilltop stores. That's not canola, that's oats. Landy's live! Oh! Sweet! Well, I'll let you guys head on over to Landy, who's managed to get his voice together for seemingly with enough confidence to stream. I'll be back tomorrow on... tomorrow's what? Thursday? Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow on Marwell. And then Friday we'll do some more flight sim goodness. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, like and subscribe. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.